To the Break for Moms. Thanks so much for taking a break with me and watching this archive broadcast. I'm going to wait just a minute for my live viewers to join us, and then the show will start. And today we're going to talk all about New Year's resolutions and how it pertains to you and your family. That's right. We're going to talk about your kids and how you can get them involved in your resolutions so that you can be sure to be on target this year for 2017. And it says that my fans have been notified. So please continue broadcasting. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Hello, I have one viewer so far. Welcome to the Break for Moms and Happy New Year to you. I am so excited that you're taking a break from your day to join me and watch this show. So today we're going to talk about New Year's resolutions and how they pertain to you as well as your children. And I think if you can get your kids involved in your New Year's resolutions this year, then you're going to be more likely to be on target. So I'm going to share a little bit about mine in a few minutes, but we're going to wait to make sure that we have all of our viewers joining us, as some straggle in a little bit late. So in the meantime, I want to tell you a funny story, and this kind of relates to New Year's and wanting to improve some things for the new year. So I went to a new store in my area called the Container Store. I don't know where all of you are watching from, but I'm calling and chatting with you live from Michigan, from the Detroit area. And we just recently, in the last 6 months, had the Container Store pop up. And if you know anything about the Container Store, it's a store that helps you to get more organized. Everything in the store has to do with containers and shelving units and other products that help you to organize your home. So I went to the store, and of all the beautiful and cute things that I could have bought, I walked out of the store with 2 refrigerator organizers. I know, so boring, right? I thought, gosh, I must be getting old, because I was so happy to have these refrigerator organizers. If you looked inside my refrigerator a couple weeks ago, you would have noticed that many of the drawers are broken, pieces are cracked, and I was not able to organize my refrigerator like when I first bought it. So things were all over the place inside the fridge, falling over. There were sticky messes on every shelf in the refrigerator, and I just desperately needed to do something with this refrigerator. And as small as it sounds, having a messy, gross refrigerator was really bothering me, and I felt like it was affecting my ability to cook and do other things in the kitchen, because I was constantly bothered when I even looked at my refrigerator. So anyhow, I bought these 2 containers. They were $20 each, which I didn't want to spend $40 on refrigerator containers of all things that I could have bought. But I was so happy. I went home, I cleaned the refrigerator, I put the shelving in. Even my son opened the refrigerator and said, "Mom, something looks different." So everybody in the house noticed that I had cleaned the refrigerator, and I felt so good about it. And then I cooked a wonderful meal after I had cleaned out the fridge, and I felt like the whole day was better because I had finally cleaned my refrigerator and organized it. So it looked a little bit more like when I first had bought the refrigerator. Anyhow, why am I telling you this silly story? Well, I'm telling you this story because it was symbolic to me of what I want to do for the new year. And organization is a big one. I know it is for a lot of you as well, especially if you've got little kids at home. I know for me, my kids are all over the place, all over the house, getting into things. The minute I clean something up, I feel like a minute later, it's a mess again. And I feel like my house constantly looks like a tornado. In fact, if you were to turn the camera right now and see the rest of my house, it would not be very organized. It would be a mess. There are toys thrown everywhere. My husband just took off with 2 of my older kids so that I could have a quiet house to do this show. My littlest one is upstairs napping. But I mean, a lot of the time my house is a mess, because no matter how much I pick up, the minute I turn my back, my kids are getting into things. So, part of my New Year's resolution, and many of yours probably is the same, is that you want to get organized. You want to have a cleaner house. You want to feel like your life is a little bit less cluttered. We talk a lot about decluttering our lives. That's a big trend all over the internet and social media and products that you see on TV and in the stores, about decluttering and cultivating a good life. But I think there's different ways you can do it, and you can incorporate your kids. If you can incorporate your kids into your New Year's resolutions, you're much more likely to be successful. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about mine and how I've already You know, it's only January 2nd, 2017, but I've already started getting my kids involved and I feel really good about it. I'm hoping that I can continue the momentum throughout the year. If you're just joining, welcome to the Break for Moms. I'm Nicole, the host, and I'm so glad that you're taking a break from your busy life to join me on this show. If you're new to Bidchat, Bidchat is a two-way live streaming platform. So you have the option to actually call into the show and talk to me live, which is awesome. And in fact, you might be able to see that right now. I see someone calling into the show. Devin, hello. I see that you're calling in. There's a little bit of a delay. So once you see me, I may not see you right away, or vice versa. I may see you before you see me. So hang in there. I'm going to cross my fingers that this call goes through. In the meantime, for those of you that would like to meet me and chat with me live, all you have to do is call in from your smartphone. Right now, that's the best way to call in. Devin, it says that we're connecting, so that's good. That's a good sign. So I'm gonna cross my fingers. Let's see if we see Devin in the corner of the screen. And then the rest of you, hopefully, will feel brave enough to call in as well. All you have to do is have a smartphone, and your smartphone will automatically pull up your camera. And you just have to make sure you have the Bidchat app downloaded, and you can call in for free. So let's wait and see if Devin comes in. I see that it is still connecting. In the meantime, I'm just going to keep talking until I see Devin. Oh, call failed. Devin, try again. I'm sorry. I'm not sure if you're calling from the Bidchat app or if you're using the website. I know some people have had problems calling in from the website. So maybe if you have the app, try the app. I also want to let the rest of you know that the best way to have a good live streaming experience is to, number one, make sure if you are using your personal computer that you use the Google Chrome or the Firefox browser, which is made by Mozilla. So you can go to either of those websites, either Google Chrome or the Mozilla website, and download the newest version of one of those browsers. It's completely free. I've done it myself. It is safe to do, and you will notice that you have a better live streaming experience on both ends, whether you are a live streamer or if you are a viewer. So with that said, I'm going to continue the discussion here on New Year's resolutions and how you can incorporate your kids, because it's so important if you're a mother or a parent that you incorporate your kids into the process, because your kids aren't going anywhere. So you might as well include them, and they can hold you accountable as well. Even little kids are really good at holding parents accountable. I know my kids love nothing more than to point out when I've forgotten something, or I didn't do something on time, or I made a mistake. So they can really be a good accountability partner. So don't discount your kids. So I want to exercise more. So what can I do to incorporate my kids into this? Well, we have a basement that's not finished, but I have a treadmill, a trampoline for my kids, and my husband actually has an adult trampoline, and I have a bike in the basement. But I have not been going down there to exercise. I have every excuse in the book of why I don't have time. But I thought, if I can incorporate my kids and make this their playtime in the basement, then I can get my workout in and the kids can have fun as well. We don't play in our basement a lot. It's not finished. It's cold down there. But I do have a large rug, an area rug, and I have some of my kids' toys down there, the ones that I swap out when they're done playing with them for a while. So when my kids do actually go in the basement, they're surprised to see old toys that they've forgotten about. So it's a good way to get them to play with some different toys. And if we're not down there all the time, except for when I'm exercising, then they get to play with those toys that they don't get to see all the time upstairs. So I started doing that yesterday, and it worked out great. I let the kids run around in the basement, whatever they wanted to do, as long as they weren't getting into trouble. I was okay with it, and I got to get a 30-minute workout in on my bike. So that was good. So that's the first resolution. I've been successful with that one so far. The second one is getting my kids to do chores, okay? I always thought in the past that kids had to be a certain age to start doing chores. But if they're 3 years old or older, they can start doing chores. As long as they can follow simple directions, they can do chores. So make sure that you are allowing your kids to take on responsibilities. I know I have a bad habit of not doing that, but I need to start doing that. So that's another one of my resolutions that involves my kids. And by helping my kids to learn how to do chores, I'm taking some of the work off of me and giving myself a little bit of a break, right? This whole theme of the show is the break for moms and giving yourself a break, time to breathe. Okay. So one of the ways that you can give yourself a break is to make it a goal this year to have your kids do more chores. And no, you're not being a bad parent. You're not punishing your kids. It can be fun. You have to let your kids know that it's fun. So here are the 2 chores that I have taught my kids how to do. And by kids, I mean my older kids who are age 3 and 5. No, they're not super old. They're not teenagers, but they're old enough to follow simple commands. And if I show them what to do, they can do it. So laundry folding. I discovered that my kids actually enjoy folding laundry. I showed them, we talked about shapes with towels. Okay, you take this towel, you start by folding it into a rectangle, and then you fold it again so that it's a square. Or, if you want to do the 3 fold for towels, you can show your kids how to do that. And that's fun for them. It's almost like doing a puzzle because they have to look at the shapes and think about the steps. And I found that my kids really like folding towels. Of course, you have to make them sit down, but once you get them to sit down and they watch you, they want to accomplish things. They want you to be proud of them. Kids naturally want to please. So try that with your kids. If you do not have your kids folding laundry, show them how to do it and see what they do with that. Even my 3-year-old was able to do it, and she did actually a pretty good job. And it's okay if they don't fold it as good as you do. As long as it's stacked and it's in your basket, you can take it to wherever you put your laundry away, your towels away, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Just let your kids know that you're proud of them and that they did a good job so that they want to do it again. And eventually, if they practice again and again, they're going to get better at it, and they're more likely to do it the exact way that you want to do it in the future. So keep that in mind. That really helped me yesterday. I had a big basket full of laundry, and I honestly needed help, and they were able to help me. And having 2 extra kids, 2 extra sets of hands help me, made the job get done quicker. And they understood that if they helped mom, then mom would have more time to play with them. And that's a big motivation too for kids. For older kids, maybe it's, hey, if you help me with these chores, then I'll have more time to take you somewhere you need to go, drive you to a friend's house, take you to the mall, whatever it is that your kids are motivated to do. You can encourage them to help you by saying that you'll have more time and that you will in turn pay back the favor by helping them. Keep that in mind. If you want to do an allowance, you can. I haven't really been big on allowances with my kids, but I feel like whatever works for your family, if that motivates your kids and you're okay with giving them a small allowance, you can certainly do that too. The main goal is give yourself a break in the new year because you deserve it. You work hard as a parent and you need to have extra sets of hands helping you. You should not be doing it all. And that's another main theme of the show is as a mom and as a parent, you can't do it all. You need to give yourself a break and you need to accept help from others. I do see that the auction clock is still running. So I'm not sure if it's Devin trying to call in again, but I want to let you know that in the past, over the last month, when I have tried calling into other shows, I didn't have as much success with the website, but I did have success with the Bidchat app. So if you don't have the Bidchat app, you can download it. Just go to the Google Play Store or the App Store for Apple devices, and it's free to download. And it's also free to call into the show right now. So all you have to do is create a free account through Bidchat, and that's easy to do. Just give your email and create a username. That username will show up when you call into shows, so you might want to use your actual name so that hosts such as myself can greet you by your name. That's just a little tip from me. But I'm going to cross my fingers again. I still see the auction clock running. Anyhow, I would love to hear what your New Year's resolutions are. I bet you have some great ideas that would be great for others to hear on the show. So if you want to call in, that would be wonderful. I want to hear about you. Tell me your mom story, or, if you're a dad, that's okay too. Dads can watch. It's called The Break from Moms because I'm a mom, but dads certainly can gain a lot of great information from the show as well. So feel free to call in. All you have to do is look at the bottom of your screen and you'll see where it says bid to join or join the show, and just go ahead and click on that button to join and call in. You don't have to be all made up. Of course, I'm hosting the show, so I like to do my hair and, look nice for the show, for the archive video after the broadcast that I share on YouTube and across social media. But it's okay. If you're in your pajamas and you want to call in your pajamas, by all means, go for it. No one is going to judge you. This is a safe space, and this is a place for parents and moms to connect. And speaking of connecting, I want to tell you about my third New Year's resolution, and that is to be more social. As parents, sometimes we get stuck at home, even if we're working outside the home, whatever the case may be. We get caught in this routine where we're very busy with our kids. If you have older kids, you're playing chauffeur and driving your kids places, and maybe your weekends are filled with sporting events or working on homework or getting things done around the house because you couldn't get it done all week. If you're a stay-at-home mom like me, maybe you need to use the weekend to get things done when your significant other is at home, so you have an extra hand to help with the kids, whatever the case may be. I want you to know that you need to connect with other moms and other parents. It's really, really important. And until I started doing that, I felt really, really lonely at home. So another piece and another big part of this show is that I wanted to create a cyber network for moms and other parents to connect. And if you call into the show, then we really, really are connecting face to face, even though, we may be states apart or a country apart, worlds apart here over the internet, we can still connect. And believe it or not, regardless of your family makeup, as parents, we have more in common than we have different. So keep that in mind as well. We're all, working within busy schedules and taking care of kids, and we're tired. Maybe some of us haven't gotten a good night's sleep in a long time, especially if you have a newborn or a baby at home, or even little kids. My 3-year-old daughter still doesn't sleep very well at night, and she often wakes in the middle of the night. So I know what it feels like to be tired and to feel like, you get up in the morning, you feel like you're just ready for the day to be over so that you can lay your head down on the pillow at night. But you don't have to do it alone, and you shouldn't do it alone. I know this sounds cliche, but it really does take a village to raise a child. So I hope that you'll use Bidchat and this show, The Break for Moms, to connect with other moms and other parents. And if you're not able to call into the show, or you feel uncomfortable, or you're not ready to do it, here's another way that you can connect with me and other parents. You can find The Break for Moms on social media, and I'm going to tell you exactly where you can find the show. On Instagram and Facebook and Twitter at The Break for Moms, with the number 4, no spaces, The Break for Moms. So you can even tweet to me right now on Twitter, and I have my phone right here. So if you happen to be on your computer and you have your phone at the same time, you could probably tweet to me, or maybe you can open up a separate window in your browser and you can tweet to me, and I can even read them during the show. I'm going to open up Twitter right now and see if I have any messages. So that's a great way to interact with me. You can also send me a private message after the show within Bidchat, but in order to communicate with me on Bidchat, you have to make sure that you are an official follower of the show. So below the screen here, you should see a heart. If you click on that heart, it will turn red, and that will let you know that you are a follower of the show. And I'll get a notification after the show. I don't know if you can message through the website yet. So that's another thing that you want to do right now from the Bidchat app. So if you're using the app, click on the heart to become a follower, and then you can send me a message. Or you can, of course, like I mentioned, tweet to me, or you can find me on Facebook. I have a separate Facebook page, separate from my personal profile. That's The Break for Moms. And you can send me a message there, a private message, or you can just post on the wall. Actually, I have to check my settings. I don't know if you can do a public post if I have it set to that. But you can send me a message. And also on Instagram, if you're on Instagram, I post a lot of pictures from behind the scenes from the show, as well as pictures of my kids and my daily life, as well as links to the blog. And speaking of the blog, did you know that The Break for Moms has a website separate from Bidchat, where you can follow the blog and gain resources from the show, as well as the archive videos. So if you're not able to watch the regular show at 1 p.m. Eastern time on Mondays, you can always catch the archive broadcast. I take the video straight from Bidchat and I post it on YouTube. So you can go to YouTube and subscribe to The Break for Moms on YouTube. And you can also subscribe to the official blog. Go to www.thebreakformoms.com. Again, make sure you use the number 4. That's important. And subscribe. And once a week, you will get a newsletter with the latest show video from the past Monday, as well as any little tips or tricks or resources that I shared on the show. So that's really important. And my goal is for the new year to get 100 subscribers. on the official blog. Okay, so again, remember this, write it down if you can, www.thebreakformoms.com. I really need you to subscribe. It's really important. Help me to meet my New Year's goal. That's New Year's resolution number 4 for me. 100 seems so small when I look across the internet at all of the mom bloggers and women on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook that have pages or businesses. 100 seems so small. So I know that you can help me out. Just take a minute of your time. I promise I won't bombard you with a ton of emails. You'll just get one per week. And by subscribing, you will automatically have a chance to be entered into a contest to win a free show t-shirt with the official logo of the show, which is a cute little clock. You'll see it on the website. I don't have the t-shirt next to me on my couch right now. I put it back upstairs with my other t-shirts, but I have a whole bag full of official show t-shirts with this cute, adorable clock logo. Like I said, you can see it on the website if you go to thebreakformoms.com. And I want to give one away to one lucky subscriber. So if you are one of the first 100 subscribers, you will automatically be entered. And if I draw your name, once I get 100 subscribers, I will personally mail you a t-shirt in the size that you need. And it is a really cute t-shirt. And it is produced by a company in my area, in the Metro Detroit area, called Making Memories. And I have a link on Facebook to their page if you are in the Metro Detroit area. It is a personalization store where they make t-shirts and other memorabilia, pictures, anything you could think of that you would want personalized. They do it all, and they do a great job. They did a great job with my t-shirts. So I'll give a shout out to them on this week's blog post next to my archive videos, so you can check them out if you're in the Detroit area. If you're not in the Metro Detroit area, but you want to find a company to personalize something for you, you can order online. They have an online shop. So I'll share the details to that. And if you click on the contests and giveaways page on thebreakformoms.com, you will see the information about how to enter that contest and what the t-shirt looks like. Again, I just need 100 subscribers to the blog. So I hope you can help me to achieve that goal this year. So speaking of goals, what are your goals? I want to know, how are you going to incorporate your kids? We talk a lot as moms about losing weight or getting more organized or, getting our kids to be more disciplined. I mentioned chores. That's a big one for my kids, getting them out of trouble and getting them to start helping. But I want to know what your ideas are. Maybe you're a more seasoned mom and your kids are older, but you can share with me and the others watching the show about how you got your kids to be more helpful around the house and how you were able to create New Year's resolutions that were positive for your entire family, not just you. So you want to think about your whole family when you create your goals, because, it's one thing to have your own inner desires and goals, but when you can incorporate your whole family, like I mentioned, then you're going to be much more likely to be successful because you've got your whole family to be your accountability partners, and kids are great accountability partners. Take it from me. So anyhow, I want to hear about your New Year's. Let's forget about the resolutions for a second. How late were you able to stay up? As moms, I know we laugh a lot about how, we fall asleep before midnight ever happens, but I did stay up until midnight this New Year's. And you know what? Even though I was at home in my pajamas, this was one of my favorite New Year's because I was really happy. I felt content. We had a fire going, and I told my kids, you can just stay up as late as you want. So I didn't have to worry about the whole bedtime routine. I was giving myself a break and taking the night off from that altogether. So I said, okay, you guys can just sit on the couch. And my 3-year-old fell asleep long before midnight. She was asleep by 10 o'clock. And my 5-year-old, who was adamant that he was going to stay awake until midnight, fell asleep by 11. So all of my kids, the baby was, of course, asleep by 8 o'clock. She always goes to bed at 8 o'clock. But, all 3 of my kids were asleep before midnight. I didn't have to worry about any bedtime routine. I had the night off from that. And it was just fun. It was fun. And sometimes it's the simple things in life that are fun. And, those traditions that we make, like staying up until midnight on New Year's, kids remember that. They remember that for a long time. So keep in mind, when we talk about traditions, they're not just for the holidays. I wrapped up Navigating the Holidays, 3 episodes where I talked all about the holidays and, handling it with your kids and making it stress-free. So let's talk now, moving into the new year and New Year's traditions, along with resolutions and things that can help make a positive impact on your family. And one of them, and this is kind of a hot topic too, trending right now, is journaling. And, when you think of journaling, you think, oh gosh, I can't commit to that, especially if you have more than one kid. A lot of moms want to journal for each of their children. You don't even have to do that. I have a family journal. I want to share it with you. I made this on Shutterfly. I love Shutterfly. Take a look at shutterfly.com if you're considering journaling, and you can make your own journal with your own special cover. And this is a really nice hardcover. And I just put pictures of my family. This one is, I was pregnant at the time. I have my two other kids, and then I was pregnant. You can't really tell in this picture. Maybe you can. I've got a little bit of a belly going there. And then here's another one. So these were some maternity photos, because when I created this, I didn't have my third baby yet. However, on the back was a space to personalize with pictures as well. So I created a G for my last name, which is Geverink. And then here's my ultrasound photo for my third baby. That was the only picture that I had, the most current one, because my littlest one, Karina, was not born yet. But isn't that nice? And this is so special. So every time I think to journal, I'm excited about it, because I have this beautiful journal that's special to me. It says love makes family. And it's just got a little ribbon so you can keep track of what page you're on. So you can quickly go to a page. And I just try to do at least one page. And honestly, my original goal was to just journal once a month and talk a little bit about memories with each kid, and then maybe a little something about me. But it's just a family journal. So I don't have to do it all the time. I don't have to do it every day. If I want to do it every day, I can, but I don't have to. There's plenty of pages, so it'll last you a long time. But just try to do once a month. I think that's good. And it might be as simple as just talking about the funny things that your kids did this week. For me, I like to talk about things that my kids are saying, things that they're interested in, that they're doing, any friendships that they have, anything special. When you think about things that you take pictures of, describe it in words. Whatever things were important enough for you to take a picture, maybe describe those events in words and put them in the journal. So that's one other tip, speaking of New Year's resolutions and things to promote positive memories with your family. And of course, kids will enjoy looking back on this when they're older. And it really doesn't take much of your time. Just, 5 minutes, once a month even, is all you have to do. So how about scrapbooking? Okay, there's different ways that you can scrapbook. I talk a lot on the show about a product that I love called Project Life. It's by Becky Higgins, and I'll post about this again on my blog. I actually have a link at the bottom of the blog. If you go to thebreakformoms.com and look at the very, very bottom, it's not a clickable link, but you'll see a link to the Becky Higgins Project Life shop where you can buy a variety of scrapbooking items. And let me tell you, these items are awesome because they make scrapbooking so easy. There's no cutting or pasting or stickers or tape or anything like that unless you want it to be that complex. But I just want to show you one page just to give you an idea of what this whole Project Life thing is. Okay, so if you think about just the traditional scrapbooking with just the 4x6 sleeves where you literally just slip photos in the pocket, this just takes it one step further, okay? So I'm gonna show you two of my pages. These are two of my favorite ones. It's from a family trip to Florida. Whoa, my album is really heavy. Okay, so I'm gonna try to bring this up close. Okay, so you can see the slots for 4x6 photos, but then you also see these little 3x4 slots. If you can see, I'm sorry, I see a little bit of a glare because I have a light in front of me. So you have a couple options. You can buy these little decorator cards. See down below, oops, I'm using my knee here. See down below this flower? That's just a decorator card. So if you don't want to trim your photos to the 3x4 size, you can just put decorator cards in those slots, or there are little 3x4 journal cards. Let me show you another page with journaling. Actually, I'm just going to take this out a second because it's too tedious to hold the entire album up to my webcam. Okay, so you see here how I have like a little journal page, or page, I should say, card. So I journaled right there. Sorry, there's a little bit of a glare. And then some photos, I slice them in half. So if you take a 4x6 and you slice it in half, you have a 3x4. So it's not as complicated as you think. And I just take one of these little journal cards or decorator cards, and I just place it on top of my 4x6 photo. And you can kind of just draw a line on the back of the photo, so then you know exactly where to trim. It's pretty quick and easy. So I think it looks so nice, and it's so easy. There's no tacking things down like scrapbooking that maybe you did in the past. If you ever did creative memory scrapbooking, you had to tack everything down. You had to glue even the background paper. There's no background paper with this. You just simply slip photos and journal cards or decorator cards in the pocket. So if you don't like to journal, if you don't like your handwriting, you don't even have to write a thing. All you have to do is just literally slip photos in the pockets, and then you can take pretty decorator cards of your choice and slip them in the smaller pockets. And there's different varieties of layouts. So you can do just 4x6s, and there are large 4x6 decorator cards. Let me show you one of these so you can see. I'm going to show you this page again. Sorry, I should have had all of this ready. So look here, that one's a 4x6 decorator card, and I wrote fun in the sun. I slipped a postcard in this one. A lot of postcards are 4x6s. So if you travel somewhere, I always pick up postcards wherever I go so I can slip them in my scrapbook. And I know they're going to fit as long as they look like 4x6. And you know, most postcards, when you buy them, it says what size they are. Okay, so here's on the back. This one's not finished. I never wrote a title in here, but I could write the date. I could write a title. Here's another postcard. And, you know, I didn't have an extra photo here. I didn't know what to put there, so I just put a decorator card. So this was a Hawaiian theme set. But there are many, many different themes. Everything you can think of, from sports to the Hawaiian theme, baby girl, baby boy, teen theme, soccer, tennis, animals, if you're into animals, you name it, Project Life has it. So if you go to my blog, www.thebreakformoms.com, go scroll all the way to the very, very bottom, the footnote at the bottom, and there is a link. You've got to copy and paste the link into your browser. And it's for Becky Higgins and her shop for Project Life. And you can browse online and purchase what you want to purchase. But it's a great system for scrapbooking. I would highly recommend it. It's my New Year's resolution this year is to continue to scrapbook and to preserve memories. Or, you know, you can simply just regularly get photos taken of your kids. I like a photography studio called Portrait Innovations. I don't know if you have that in your area, but I just simply take my extra 8x10 photos and then just put them, you know, in an album until you know what else to do with them. So I've got 8x10 sheets here, and you can even get 5x7 sheets. And just simply throw them in a binder, a 3-ring binder. That's an easier way to start if you don't even want to deal with 4x6 photos. Just, you know, for your little kids, go every 3 months to get their photo taken until they're 2 years old. And then after that, go once a year and get some photos taken of your family, of individual kids, group shots, whatever you want to do. And just get a 3-ring binder and some archival safe sheets, and just, you know, put them in here. These are just a couple. I'm transferring some that I had from my kids that were in frames, and I'm putting them in just a little album like this. And I got this from the Container Store as well. If you're just tuning in, I was talking about the Container Store earlier. Love that store. If you don't have a Container Store in your area, go to their website. Just search the Container Store on the internet, and you will find all of these cool organizational products, including some ways to organize your photos. So that's cool. So if you're just turning in, I talked about other ways to, you know, make it a goal to preserve memories and, you know, cultivate a good life with your kids. As Becky Owen says with the Project Life system, that's a big part of, you know, her scrapbooking is cultivating a good life. So this year, you want to make the most of your time with your family and your kids. And I don't think it's about quantity of time. It's really about quality of time. And I think scrapbooking is a great way to just feel grateful and express gratitude towards your family. And when your kids see you taking their photos and putting them in an album, it's really a nice way, without saying a word, to just show your kids that you cherish them and that they're special to you. When my kids see me putting photos in an album, they love to watch me do it. And they say, "Why are you doing that, Mom?" And I say, "Because I love you and I want to remember what you look like. I love these photos of you." So that's just another way, a great way to just express that you love your family. And of course, to look back on photos and share memories, and to really have gratitude for what you have. Photos are a great reminder of that. So print your photos. I've talked about this a lot, and I'm going to talk about it one last time. If you have all of your photos stored digitally, start printing them. Then you don't have to worry if your computer crashes or if somebody hacks into your Facebook account. Make sure you print them. You can't enjoy them unless you can look at them. So keep that in mind. And again, that's a Project Life system, which I love. Okay, so if you want to chat with me, call into the show. I see the auction clock running, but I think that someone might be trying to call in from the website, and I don't think it's working. So if you have the Bidchat app, go to the Bidchat app. Make sure you have an account created. You just have to create a username and a password. Go to the show page, the Break for Moms, and at the bottom, you'll see a button that says click to join the show and bid to join the show. It should be free today. Click on that, and you can choose how many minutes you want to talk to me, 1 minute to 3 minutes, and I can extend your call for an extra minute. And then you're going to automatically call in. So all you need to do is make sure that you've got a mobile device with a webcam and that you've got that Bidchat app downloaded. If you don't have it today, that's okay. We can try again next week. I will be live every Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. That's 10 a.m. on the West Coast. So make sure you mark your calendar. Speaking of calendars, how many of you bought a new planner as a New Year's resolution as a part of staying organized? I got to show you mine right now. I love it. It's right behind me. And speaking of organization, I got this rack for in my office room, and I got it from Hobby Lobby, and I love it. It's metal, and I pushed it right up against the wall so I didn't have to worry about really tacking it down to the wall, because I always feel nervous about nailing things to the wall. I just don't like that. So anyhow, I just put it in the corner of my wall, and I have my planner in there. I have file folders in there. I have some scrapbooking stuff. My journal I keep in there. So everything is nice and neat in there, and it looks nice too. So let me go grab my planner. I want to show it to you back here. And I'm so glad that I know exactly where it is and it's not falling all over the place. So I have this planner, and it is called the Happy Planner. And as you can see, I'm very happy to show this to you. So it really will make you happy. So I love gold. As you can see, I've got gold decorations in my office room. And I have a gold chair in the background there. Love gold. Love gold. It's really in style right now. So this is gold. But they have tons of different varieties. And the cool thing about the Happy Planner is that there are all kinds of supplies that you can buy for it. So let me show you some of the supplies. So I bought a budget planner refill because I had the Happy Planner last year. So I just wanted to get the refills. I didn't need to buy a whole new planner. I liked my gold design. So let me start with January, and I'll show you my January. I don't have much on it so far. I need to get going. So here, since this one was a refill, it came with stickers, so I could put the stickers on. So no matter where you start and what year you start on, you can go ahead and manually put in the dates for the month and customize it. And then I've got all these cute little stickers and some magnets. This is a little heart magnet that you can buy. And the budget portion, which is so cool, it has like a monthly goal for savings, month-by-month goals, and oops, my pillow is falling over. Oops, things are falling out. Here's some of the stickers to show you for the months. I know those aren't super cute. Those are just for the month. But I have a whole stack of stickers too that are just to mark important things like doctor's appointment. I have some notes that you can insert. So blank notes pages. Let's see what else. Folders, extra folders. Isn't that cute? They're cute designs. So anyways, this is by the company Me and My Big Ideas. So you can search for them on the web. And this again is called the Happy Planner. And I have some pictures posted on Instagram of my Happy Planner. And there's lots of cute little messages in between. Look here for the budget. It says month at a glance, and it talks about your savings goals and your spending. So I like that. There's also a fitness refill that you could get, and even a whole fitness planner kit. And Costco had some really great deals during the holidays to get a whole kit with stickers and the actual planner. And I probably would have saved a ton of money if I would have found it at Costco first, but I didn't. Anyhow, look, each month is divided. There's some really neat little sayings to motivate you. So yeah, I don't want to talk about that forever, but I'll put that on the blog, the Happy Planner. It's a great way to get organized. And I want you to take your month of January, and I want you to mark every Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern time that you're going to watch the Break for Moms. And If you can't do that, maybe you're at work normally on 1 p.m. Maybe you're off today because I know that the New Year's holiday is honored today since New Year's was over the weekend. So if you just happen to be off today and you normally are not available at 1 p.m. Eastern time, here's what you can do, okay? And I know I said this at the beginning of the show, but we have some new viewers watching, so I want to make sure that everybody knows this. Go to the blog, my blog for The Break for Moms. Go to www.thebreakformoms.com with the number 4 and subscribe. Right at the top is a bar that says to subscribe to the blog and join other moms and other parents as a part of this new network that connects people to each other. So all you have to do is put in your email address at the top where it says to subscribe to the blog. And once a week, I will send you the archived video from the past Monday's show, as well as any resources and tips or show news information from the past week. I'll share that with you, and you'll get that once a week to your inbox. So please do that. And if you do, you'll automatically be entered to win an official show t-shirt. If you click on the contests and giveaways page within the breakformoms.com website, you will see the t-shirt that you can win. I'm looking to get 100 subscribers to my new website and blog. So make sure you do that for me, please. I would be so, so honored if you would do that. So my goal for this year with the show is I need to get 1,000 viewers. That sounds like a lot. Right now we have 80, okay? And 31 thumbs up. Thank you to whoever just gave me the quick thumbs up. I need to get more thumbs up, and I need to get more viewers so that I can rank higher within Bidchat and across the web. And of course, more subscribers to the blog, because I want the show to move forward. I want to reach a lot of moms and a lot of parents, many, many more. So make sure you're following The Break for Moms on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Just search at The Break for Moms. That's my username for the show. And make sure you use the number 4, okay? You can message me, private message me, or tweet to me, or comment on my photos on Instagram. I would love to hear from you. I want to know about you. I want to know about your family. I want to know where you're from, where you're watching from, because I don't get any other information other than maybe a thumbs up if you give me a thumbs up. We've got about 15 more minutes, 18 more minutes left of the show. So I'm crossing my fingers that we can get to 100 viewers. That seems to be the average right now. So tell your friends right now, get on your phone, text your friends, tell them to catch the end of the show and to call in. I'm waiting. The auction clock keeps running, but no one is having success calling in right now. Make sure you use the Bidchat app. And if you don't have that downloaded, as soon as the show's over, go to Google Play or the App Store for Apple devices and download that app. It's free, and it's free to create an account, and it's free to call in right now during the new year. So it doesn't cost you anything but a couple minutes of your time. So I hope you'll do that. Again, mark your calendar. If you've got that new planner, make sure you mark down every Monday, 1 p.m. Eastern time, that you watch the show. And if you can't, then you need to go over to thebreakformoms.com right after the show and subscribe to the blog so that you do not miss an episode, because we're going to continue this conversation all this month about resolutions and how you can make some really good and meaningful ones for your family. We're going to talk a little bit more. I talked about this in the past about, what do you want to do? What are your goals for your family? What are your goals for your kids? We talk about raising kids and about discipline, but ultimately we are raising adults. We don't want to raise a kid. We want to raise an adult, because our kids become adults, right? So I'm going to talk to you either next time or following week. I've got to get the book. I've been meaning to read this book. It's called How to Raise an Adult. And I've heard a lot of great things about this book. My son's staff at his school recommended this book to parents. So I need to get this book on Amazon maybe. I'll post a link when I do get it, where I get it, and what price I get it for. But it's called How to Raise an Adult. And I think it's really important in the new year that we think about how we can empower our kids and, not do everything for them. A lot of people talk about, this generation being the generation where everybody gets a trophy and, we do everything for our kids. We carry our kids' backpack into school with them. But we need to stop doing those things. We need to think about the fact that we're really raising an adult. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. Chores is a big part of it. Don't do everything for your kids. Make your kids, every time they walk in the door, put their shoes away and their coats away. I'm working on that with my kids. I have a space in my laundry room with, it's like a cardboard box, but it has like little cubbies for shoes. It's a shoe organizer. It's a very cheap cardboard one. So I didn't spend a ton of money on it, but each of my kids can put their shoes away. So when they walk in the door, I remind them every time, put your shoes in your cubby. Find an empty cubby. It doesn't have to be the same one. Just find an empty cubby and put your shoes in it. Nobody wants to have an adult that puts their shoes in the middle of the floor. So if you don't want that for your kids as adults, make them do it now, okay? It's never too late to start. So don't feel like, oh, I've ruined everything. I don't make my kids do anything. I put their shoes away. I hang up their coats. Start now. Now is a great time to start. It's never too late. So I hope that this show not only provides you with a support system and, a chance to meet other parents, but also, a place where you can gain encouragement, because I know you're doing a great job at home. I just want to continue to encourage you and tell you every week, you can do this week, even if you're tired and you had a rough night or your New Year's is off to a bad start. It's okay. You can turn this around. Okay. Don't do it alone though. Make sure you reach out to other moms and other parents. Maybe you are someone who works with kids, but you're not a mom. Maybe you're a teacher or a babysitter or a nanny. The show is for you as well, because we talk a lot about, how to work with kids and how to make the most of your time with kids, whether they be your kids personally or kids that you work with. So keep that in mind. If you know someone else that is a teacher or a nanny, a babysitter, a pediatrician, etc., you can invite them to watch this show as well. And of course, once I keep up with the technology here and get the right software system going, my goal is to have guests on the show as well. So if you are interested in being a guest on the show, please reach out to me on social media, or you can email me directly, nicole@thebreak4moms.com with the number 4. My name is Nicole, Nicole. So all you have to do is send me an email and I will be sure to get back in touch with you right away, because I would love to hear from you if you have ideas for the show, if you want to be a guest, or, you just want to talk with me on a topic that you feel is near and dear to your heart. Maybe you have a business and you'd like to promote your product to other moms and parents. That would be awesome. I would love to help you out. I want to help out other parents, other moms. So please reach out to me. I can't help you unless you reach out to me. So keep that in mind. I'd love to meet you. I want to hear from you where you're from. I want to hear how you found out about the show, because I know that people are watching right now, but I don't know where you're from, how you found out about the show, and what you liked about the show. So please, 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 please give me information. Give me that thumbs up. That tells me that you can hear me and you can see me and that you like what I'm talking about. I need that feedback. It's so important, because I'm a mom just like all of you, a parent just like all of you, and I need that reinforcement and I need that positive feedback. So please do that for me and I will share it back. I will refollow, retweet, and like what you have on Facebook and Instagram as well, because, I want to reach out and socialize with other moms, and social media is a great way to do that. I know that some people feel negatively about the fact that people are glued to their phones and their computers and, they're not talking with people face to face, but I want to spin it as a positive this year and really make it a way to connect with other people, especially other parents. And you can do that as well. We are so lucky in the year 2017 to have the privilege to do that, and to even live stream and two-way live streaming through Bidchat. So I hope you'll consider calling into the show in the future. It's free. Like I mentioned, you got to do it right now from the Bidchat app, and just create an account. It's very easy. It's very quick to do. All you have to do within the Bidchat app is sign up with your email and create a username. You probably want to use your name, because then I can greet you by your name when you call into my show. And of course, there are many other great shows on Bidchat. So, it is approaching 2 p.m. Eastern time. So I am going to have to stop the show at that time, because other broadcasters will be popping on to do their shows. And I hope that you'll check them out as well. If you are a fellow broadcaster on Bidchat, call in and let's do a shout out for your show. I would love to help promote you. We're in this together. So any way that I can help you, just reach out to me. I can't help you unless you reach out to me. Again, like I mentioned earlier, you can also private message me right within Bidchat, but you have to use the app. Right now, the website is not working to do that. So in order to message me within Bidchat app, you need to be an official follower of the show. So right below the screen right now, you should see a heart icon. Click on that heart. It will turn red and I'll get a notification that I have a new follower. And then we can message each other and say hello, and you can introduce yourself. Yay, we have 100 viewers and 44 thumbs up. That's awesome. Okay, so last week I had about I think 117 viewers. So we have 11 minutes left. Let's see if we can beat that goal. Right now, get on your cell phone and call your friend, email your friend, post on social media and say, hey, check out the Break for Moms right now. We got to beat this goal. We can do it together. Call into the show. Give me a thumbs up. Let's see if we can get 50 thumbs up. Come on. I know there are more than 50 people watching right now. So if you have not given me a thumbs up right now, please, please, please do that. When you give me a thumbs up, that helps me to rank higher in the Bidchat search so that I'll be trending higher within the Bidchat website and the app. So when people next week come to look for my show, they will find it more easily. Or if they don't know about my show, they're more likely to discover it if I rank higher within the search. So go ahead, come on, keep those thumbs up going. I see now we're at 48. Thank you for the 2 of you that just gave me the thumbs up. That's awesome. I wish I knew who you were watching. I don't know who you are, but I'd love to meet you. So if you're not able to call in from the app or you're nervous or whatever, please reach out to me on social media. I'm going to say it again. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, at The Break for Moms with the number 4. And make sure you subscribe to the official blog so you can gain access to the archive videos in case you miss a week or in case you're normally working during this time or you're busy for whatever reason. All you have to do is go to www.thebreakformoms.com with the number 4 and put your email in at the top where it says subscribe to the blog. And you will not get more than 1 email a week from me with the archive video and from the past Monday's broadcast and any additional resources that I share on the show. And did you know that the Break for Moms is now on Pinterest? You can also check out and follow me and the show on Pinterest. I don't have a lot up there yet, but I post all of the archive videos there as well as any tips that I share from resources that are available on Pinterest. So books that I talk about, toys for kids, anything else I talk about that I can refer to that you can purchase that might be on Pinterest, you'll find it there within the Break for Moms Pinterest page. And of course, YouTube, if you want to just get to the video right away, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. Just go to www.youtube.com/thebreakformoms with the number 4. Okay, we've got 48 thumbs up. Let's see if you can get me to 50. We need 2 more today. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. 106 views. That's awesome. Thank you so much for taking a break from your daily routine as a parent and as a mom, if you're a mom, to watch the show. If you know expecting moms, please tell them about the show. This is a great way for them to gain resources or call into the show and simply ask questions. Maybe you don't have anything to say, but you have a question for me or a question that maybe I can help you find the answer to. That's a great way to answer your questions by just calling into the show or, like I said, reaching out to me on social media at The Break for Moms. So I hope that you'll do that. I want to meet you. I want to see who you are. So, feel free to share your own pictures and I can share your business or any thoughts, comments, suggestions that you have. Again, if you don't want to be, public, you can also just email me privately at Nicole@thebreakformoms.com. NICOLE @thebreakformoms.com with the number 4. So do that as well if you want to reach out to me. If you don't reach out to me, then I can't connect with you. And that's my main goal for the show. And for this New Year's is to be more social with other parents. Sometimes as parents, we feel like we're stuck in a rut. If you're a stay-at-home mom like me, you might feel lonely. You might feel like you don't have time to connect. Or maybe you don't have any other friends that are moms or parents. This is a great way to meet other people, not only by calling into the show, but just being involved on social media with the Break for Moms. I want to bring people together, and it's a great way to do it. We're so lucky, like I mentioned before, to have social media, because before social media, if you were stuck in a house, other than calling people on the phone, how did you have a way to connect with other people? It's not like today where you can actually meet new people all over the world. And speaking of all over the world, did you know that you can watch The Break for Moms from all over the world? So if you have friends in Canada, I want to say a shout out to those of you that may be in Toronto that could be watching today. We're all over the world. Please, please, please tell your friends. And if they're available 1 p.m. Eastern time, that would be great. If they're not, watch the archive videos, subscribe to the blog, thebreakformoms.com. Okay, we've got 6 minutes left, 51 thumbs up. Thank you. That makes me so happy. And of course, I want other moms and parents to discover this show. So the more thumbs up I get, just find that thumbs up icon right now. The more I get, the higher that the show will rank in search results. And of course, within the trending broadcasts, popular broadcasts on Bidchat. So whether people find the show through the app or the Bidchat website, they are going to see this show pop up higher in search results, and more people are going to watch the show. So I am going to speak publicly, and it is going to be captured live right now, what my goal is for this year concerning the show. I talked about New Year's resolutions with my kids. Let's talk about the show for a second. Okay, so I want to get 1,000 viewers by January 1st of 2018. We can do this together. Right now I have 110. We can do this. If every person watching right now tells 5 people to watch this show next week, I would have 500 viewers. 500, that quick. That would be halfway to my goal. Surely you know 5 people that are moms or parents that would enjoy watching the show and calling in and talking with me live. Come on, I know you do. So you need to do me this favor. And I promise I will turn the favor around, whether you have a business or a social media page where you need to gain more followers, or you just want some tips or some help, or just nearly friendship. I am there for you. That's what this show is for. But I ask that favor of you to help me reach this goal this year. Share the show with 5 friends, okay? You can just go to the Break for Moms across social media and just share my posts. If you simply share my posts with 5 other people that are moms or parents, that's a great way to achieve that goal. You can do it in 5 minutes. 5 friends, 5 minutes, okay? That's our goal, okay? Because once I get 1,000 viewers, then I can get sponsors so that the show can get bigger. And I can incorporate software and gain guests, and it can really be a big thing. My goal is to get celebrity moms on the show and celebrity parents to talk to you. Wouldn't that be fun to have celebrity moms and other celebrity dads call into the show or be guests on the show via satellite or via Skype, that you can watch both of us at the same time interact? That would be so much fun. So, but I need sponsorship in order to do that and make that happen. So let's make it our goal together. We can do this together to get 1,000 viewers by this time next year, January 1st, 2018. We can do it. And I need more thumbs up, because the more thumbs up I get, the higher up I rank in the trending, in the popular results within Bidchat and across social media. So help me to do that. We can do it. I know we can do it together. So I'm going to keep saying it every show, because I know that you can help me. And in turn, I can help you. I want to invest in the lives of my viewers, and I want to hear what you want to talk about and what you want to hear about. So if you reach out to me on social media, tell me what are topics that you want to hear about in the new year. And if I don't have the answers, I am going to find guests that can join me on the show this year. That's my goal, to get guests to host with me on the show once I can incorporate the right software that works with Bidchat. And I want to have those guests come on and talk about topics that are of interest to you. But I don't know what's of interest to you unless you reach out to me. So you can email me, like I mentioned earlier, or reach out to the Break for Moms on social media, or you can comment right on the blog. I'm going to post this archive video today by this evening onto the blog, and I will post tips and resources and encourage you to leave comments below. You can do that as well. And did you also know, I don't know if anybody is watching who is a follower of the Baby Spot, but there is a global digital magazine for parents called the Baby Spot. And I am also going to create posts to share with this digital magazine. So if you follow the Baby Spot, it is thebabyspot.ca, their website, because it is out of Canada. It is out of Toronto. But if you follow them as well, then you can share my posts that way. And you can reach out to other parents and moms and interact through the Baby Spot. So I encourage you to find the Baby Spot on social media as well. Okay, we have 119 viewers. Yay! I think that's 2 more than last week. I believe I had 117 and 55 thumbs up. That's awesome. Okay, we have 2 minutes left. The auction clock is running. It's running again. I don't know who's calling in. I'm so sorry that it's not working. It looks like somebody's trying to call in and it's not working. Keep in mind, call in next week from the Bidchat app. Don't use the website right now. I'm going to test the website out this week and see if I can call into other shows, but I have not had any luck calling into other shows from the website the last couple weeks. But bear with me and bear with Bidchat. Bidchat is still relatively new. It's still in its infancy. Bidchat launched in September. So this is all new, and every day the The Bidchat system is getting better and better, and updates and improvements are being made. So don't get frustrated. Stick with the show, stick with me, stick with Bidchat. It is going to get better. All things start out new and they improve over time. Look at Facebook. Facebook started out as a very small thing and now everybody's on Facebook. I hope that Bidchat will be the same way, and that a year from now, we will be smiling and celebrating with 1,000 viewers. Wouldn't that be awesome? And speaking of viewers, we have 123 viewers right now, which is great, and 57 thumbs up. Okay, it is 2 o'clock. Give me a quick thumbs up if you haven't. Let's try to get 60 thumbs up here before I conclude the program. There are many other awesome broadcasts and broadcasters on Bidchat. It is 2 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you search around on Bidchat and check those out as well to be respectful of their time and their shows. I need to conclude this broadcast. Thank you, Devin, and others that were trying to call in. I'm sorry that it didn't work this week. Keep trying next week. Use the Bidchat app. You can download that on the Google Play or the the App Store for Apple devices. And again, subscribe to the blog. One lucky subscriber is going to win a free t-shirt once I get to 100 subscribers. Go to www.thebreak4moms.com with the number 4 right now. And I am going to conclude this broadcast. Thank you so much for taking a break from your day to join me and to talk about motherhood and parenting and New Year's resolutions. Let's continue the discussion next week. Have a wonderful day and Happy New Year. Bye.